Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. Amazing Week 7 recaps episode. Cannot wait for you to hear it. We did a little 2-minute drill. We talked Vikings, Lions. We talked Texans, Packers. Side by side, CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love. 17 game paces. Not at all what you would think. The Vikings are now contenders according to Jack, even though they lost. We talked about the entire Aaron Rodgers saga and the Jets. Pat wishes Aaron Rodgers was never traded to the Jets. We went through every possible team in the NFL, play a little fraud or not, how to turn some teams into contenders. It's an amazing episode. Cannot wait for you to hear it, so let's get into it. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It is Monday the 21st. It is actually not. Sir. It is 11:52. It's 8 minutes away. But when you're listening to this, it's Monday morning.
Hopefully.
I don't think we should start anywhere else. But
dude, do we have to get into that right now?
I was just going to ask if he's okay.
Yeah, I'll do my best to pick up my attitude and energy as this pod goes on.
Okay.
I think what we have to do is just rip it off. Everything you can just bitch about the Mets for a sec, or say nice things about the Mets.
Nah, yeah, it's I don't know. It's the why do I even like sports moment is where I'm at right now. Of just
what's the point?
Yeah, like you put so much into it, and it's like why do I? Put
Why?
So
like
much
think about the
into it?
hours
Like,
you spent watching the Mets.
Hours, bro. I haven't worked out in 3 weeks. I haven't even thought about working out in 3 weeks because all I think about is get home, watch Mets, and stress. And it's a bit of a workout, so like
it's definitely a workout.
It gets the heart rate going up.
Yeah.
And then the Jets, man. The Jets are just, we'll get into it a lot more throughout this, but the Jets will always be the Jets. And it's like all the teams I signed up to root for will always be the teams that I signed
blame
up
your
to
dad
root for. Yeah, I blame his dad.
I blame our dads.
Like,
This
yeah,
is
we all
teams?
suck.
Yeah.
But I have it particularly worse than you guys do.
No,
That's a fact.
for all of his teams combined. Yes.
How many championships did the Heat win? You had LeBron James on your team, is that right?
That was fun.
That's cool. And Jack, you had the Warriors,
I'm not complaining.
and you had the Giants, and
But
I think
I'm
even the
strictly,
Sharks might have
to
won
be
something
clear,
at
I'm
some
strictly
point.
complaining for the Dolphins, but that's a fair.
Yes, but like you've had moments in your life where you were king of the country and no one could talk to you.
Yeah.
I've never had anything nice happen to me in my life as a fan of sports.
You had insanity.
Yeah, it was
That
cool.
was sick.
It was really fun. We get like little gimmicky shit like that where like it's cute and fun for a little bit, but nothing where I get to
Pat,
brag
I love
for
you,
an
man. You're
entire
all right.
year.
You're okay.
I'm
And for like a whole
not.
offseason.
I'm really not.
Yeah.
And like what's really the tough part to stomach too is like how much it emotionally affects me. Like I am a miserable piece of shit right now, and I'm gonna be a miserable piece of shit tomorrow. And
Probably
it's
for the
all,
week.
And it's all
a
for
couple days.
40 guys that don't know I exist and don't care about my happiness. And here I am, like living and dying by it, and like
By every pitch.
and then like tomorrow I'm gonna have to force feed myself some item of food for the enjoyment of people on the internet, and it's just gonna be the last thing on earth I want to do. But I'm gonna persevere through it.
Yeah, you are.
And figure out how to get
Yes,
it
you
done.
Maybe just make it a food that you don't already enjoy, so the challenge doesn't ruin it for you.
And we'll be fine. That's it. I will turn off the. I hope I just ruined your Monday morning is what I probably did. I feel bad for the people.
What about,
No, you're gonna
what
turn it
about,
back
what
on.
about just throwing out there a cup of yogurt every first down?
Yeah, maybe something
That could be
simple
kinda
like
fun.
that. I don't know,
Something
but
healthy, perhaps.
Yeah, protein yogurt.
I'll change the tone of my voice to have a little more life in it now. That's it. Although we'll get back into the Jets, but that's it for me. Just like being like on the teetering edge of happiness and despair.
2-minute drill is gonna help.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
That always gets us
Always
like
gets
hyped
the
up and
energy.
going.
That's a great place to start.
It's
For
a
that,
really
though,
good place to start.
Talk about better.
Sorry, guys. I apologize for that.
It's okay, Pat.
was top
You're
five.
doing great.
Yeah.
Hey.
Before we go into 2-minute
man.
drill,
It's okay.
I love the episode that we have today because I think there are some really spicy things to talk about. And
It's a lot of good football this week. The fact that one of those 3 games wasn't flexed to primetime pisses me off.
yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
at least
We're gonna get it.
that game, the Packers-Texans game was sick. Lions-Vikings was sick. Niners-Chief wasn't, but like we
Dolphins,
went
Colts
2 for 3.
was sick.
But it could have.
Yep.
It could have.
Yeah,
It could have.
And but like we went 2 for 3 on the big games.
Maybe
league,
Ayuk
so
doesn't get
that's-
hurt if it's not at night.
Yeah, as I said, I think on Friday's episode, I was like, if one of those games isn't sick, I'd be really upset, and 2 of those games were sick. So
Yeah, 2 of them literally came down to like
it was
one
a
of the
win
last
for
plays.
football
Yeah,
fans.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Adam, before we get into the episode,
Before we get into 2-minute drill, my favorite thing to do, the thing
Yeah,
that
it's
picks up
fun.
the episode. Let's talk about 1000X and better picks. Did we have any 1000X winners today? Do you know in the better Discord?
I'd have to check the Discord. I didn't see
He's
any.
been a little-
Usually,
little bit
I
busy.
haven't really been checking.
Preoccupied.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's totally
he
fine.
hasn't been on his phone like at all.
But,
No,
and
just
Pat will
texting my
check it,
friends.
you could also be a 1000X winner. You could turn $1 into $1,000 on better
$10
picks.
into?
10,000.
102.
100,000.
Good job. You took Matt 3 times, but you got it right. Good job, buddy.
Yeah. So you could be one of those guys if you were to download Better, play Better Picks, and use promo code CAPSOFF when you do. All you have to do is have 4 boosted plays in an 8-man lineup. It is so simple to turn $1 into 1,000. Everyone should be playing it. So make sure to download Better, play Better Picks.
And Better Picks is the only pick'em app that you can win $100,000 on.
The only one.
True. And we've given it away too.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy that actually paid out.
And we still have our jobs.
Shout out, bro, props.
Yeah, that was
got it
insane,
done.
bro. I
So-
remember meeting him. Good guy.
Yep.
So join in on the fun.
Yeah.
Become a 1,000x winner. Download Better, play Better Picks, use promo code CAPSOFF when you
Hell
do.
yeah.
Randy, get the timer.
Should we do
Sling
it?
me that water over here. I'm going to need it after this 2-minute drill. Thank you.
Yep. Randy, you got the timer ready, buddy?
I'm going to pull up the ESPN. This is a great place for us to start always to recap the Week 7 slate.
It just gets your mind churning. You get a little like
Get you sharper and more active and ready to attack.
this is late, and it's like we gotta get fucking.
It is
after
like,
it.
yeah, like the fact I feel like we added this right when we started doing these after games.
Yeah,
on
'cause
Sunday
we
Night
needed it.
Football,
We needed to get
and it's a
going.
great wake you up and get ready for the show.
And you've watched football for a
All
little
right,
while.
enough yapping. Here we go. Week 7, 2-minute drill. Randy, you got 2 minutes on the clock going through every single goddamn game except for the Monday night games. In 2 minutes or less, just throw out a high-level thought.
It means we have a little bit more time each game.
Do we start with the Thursday game? I can't remember.
Yeah, we start with
do.
Thursday.
Yeah, we'll start with it.
Yeah, but and 30 seconds. I need a hand up at 30 seconds. All right. 3, 2, 1. Broncos, Saints. I don't give a fuck. I'm executive order. Moving on.
Okay.
Dolphins, Colts.
Executive order. Crazy.
Dolphins are as bad as we thought they were. I don't know if Tua can
Tim
save
Boyle should never have been in the NFL in the
Yeah.
first place. His college stats just look him up. It's hilarious.
Tua's not saving us. Pats, Jags.
Brian Thomas is the man.
Drake May, I'm a little scared of how good he might be as a Jets
It's
fan.
one of those games where I
sling
couldn't
it.
even
He
give
can
you a
sling
high-level
it.
thought.
He
Nobody
can
wanted to
sling
wake
it.
up. Titans, Bills.
Titans Bill. Oh, Amari Cooper, man. He
Amari
barely played and 4 for 66 and a touchdown.
And yet still Josh Allen threw for 300 plus.
I think something about Cooper just being in that wide receiver room, they're going to
changes
start
everything.
passing
Think
the
about how
ball.
happy that guy is, too.
Texans, Packers. I fucking told you guys about the Packers. I fucking told you guys about Jordan Love.
Tycho's not here, so don't yell too much at us, but goddamn, Jordan Love is good.
Jordan Love is better than CJ Stroud.
15 passing touchdowns and he missed 2
showed it
games.
today.
And we're going to talk about it. Eagles, Giants.
Giants are as asses we
Saquon
thought.
revenge game. Why do we not put all of our money
moving
on
moving
Why don't we
moving
do the
on,
easy
moving on,
things when
moving
they're
on.
presented to
Moving
us?
Moving on. Lions, Vikings.
Okay.
Good game. Yeah, hurry up.
I was right. However, the Vikings are serious contenders now. They played really well. It's the best loss I've seen.
I'm no longer a Jets fan. Lions bandwagon. Hey, how you doing?
Seahawks, Falcons.
Good bounce back spot for the Seahawks.
I told you. I picked them.
Kirk Cousins looked like
Falcons
shit.
not as good as I thought they were.
Moving on. Bengals, Browns.
They're about to go on a run, the Bengals, and they're going to make the playoffs.
Congratulations, Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone. He's gone.
Commanders.
Adam, stop banging on the table.
Sorry.
Chair.
Commanders, Panthers.
Is Jaden Daniels a system quarterback? Because Mariota looked really good.
Panthers are as asses we thought they were also.
I didn't mean that, by the way. That was just a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to go.
Raiders, Rams.
Sad to see my boy AOC get hurt. Move
Yeah,
on.
that's-
Chiefs, Niners.
Injuries suck.
Chiefs
man.
are the Niners daddy and always will be.
Daddy.
And Jets, Steelers.
We'll get into it. I do not want to be a Jets fan anymore.
Hey, we got 5 seconds to spare.
Nice. I thought we were going to run out of time there, and then we really
You freaked me out.
accelerated a little too quick. 'Cause
I
we had
don't-
like 4 games in 20 seconds.
I
left.
had so much to say about the Jets. Like,
Yeah, we'll get into it,
Oh,
man.
well,
that was a
we'll
fun-
get into
That's
it.
the easiest segue of all time.
well,
Pat.
that was a fun 2-minute drill, though. So,
Pat.
hey, Pat, what the fuck is good with the
Okay,
Jets?
relax.
Sorry.
He just had a
Hey,
horrible
Pat,
night.
What is...
Why are you yelling
Pat,
at me?
do you want me to talk to you?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Pat.
I'll start with what I said to you guys.
Yeah, just
earlier.
say that, man.
I will get right into it. I wish that the Jets never traded for Aaron Rodgers because what we got, it's not what I signed up for. It's not. It's not.
You didn't ever need this.
I
glimmer
never
of
needed
hope.
I never needed expectations like this, and it's just like it's been so comical and so Jets.
How are they 2-5?
From start, bro, you're getting ahead of yourself. Go back to last year. Like we trade for Aaron Rodgers, and yeah, he's old, but he's Aaron Rodgers, and you
Four-time
think
MVP. They showed
that-
every game.
and we have the defense and the pieces, the young guys, and then he tears his Achilles, and it's like, ha ha ha, this is wow. Of course, this is as bad
so
of a thing
Jets,
that could ever
but
happen for the
he's
Jets.
coming back
And
fast
it's like,
from
but
that
he'll
Achilles.
come back. He's recovering well, and then he comes back this year, and nothing's wrong. There's nothing wrong with the Jets except for the fact that we're not good at football. That we make the bad mistakes that bad teams make, and it's get Devontae Adams. He'll fix it. No, that does nothing. We figured out our contract with Hassan Reddick. Too late. You're 2-5, and the season's gotten away from you. I just wish that we never traded for Aaron Rodgers and we got rid of Zach Wilson and just accepted sucking dick for a year so that we could get a young quarterback and like build him up instead of chasing this douchebag, Aaron Rodgers. I'm not done, Jack. He is such a cocky prick who thinks that he alone can lead a team to a title. But there's a reason that you have won fucking Super Bowl. It's because you're not a leader. It's because you don't know how to inspire other people to be better. Mike Williams, yes, he ran a wrong route, but you don't go out to the fucking media and say he ran the wrong route. You own it and say something behind closed doors. I hate Aaron Rodgers.
That was awesome.
That was
so really
much
good.
fun.
To just like talk back on that point, I guess, not like rebuttal because it's super fair. Like being a Jets fan your whole life, you never have expectations. No. You're just going into the year. You're like, we're probably going to suck. If we're a little better, if we make the playoffs, cool. That's fine and dandy. But he gives you this false sense of hope. And I've always said it's worse to have a false sense of hope or a sense that you can accomplish something and be really good, and then you fucking suck instead of knowing you're going to suck and you go 0-17 or 1-16 type of thing. Like you've been through seasons like that as a Jets fan, was going 1-16, or I don't even know if you guys would win this one year, but like the 1-15 year, was that worse or is this year worse?
This year's worse. Like the expectations are always worse and under delivering and being a disappointment. When you know your team's gonna suck and you suck, you're just like whoop-de-doo, let's go get the number one pick. Yeah, and it stinks when you don't, which is we also fucked that up. But I guess Trevor Lawrence isn't even that good.
What I don't really understand is how the Jets could have a better record last year with Zach Wilson than they do right now with Aaron Rodgers. Like the roster's loaded.
What were they at through 7 games?
Through 7 games in 2023, they were 4-3.
Yeah,
my God.
The Jets through 7 games in 2024, 2-5.
But then it's also like I just go on this whole rant, and then I'm also just like, is it even Aaron Rodgers' fault? One of the interceptions was directly off of Garrett Wilson.
Okay,
but
yes.
And then the defense gave up 37 points.
I was going to say 37 points.
And
That's
it's
not
like, but it's just like because Aaron Rodgers, he's just not a fucking good leader. Like he doesn't
inspire you to want to play better.
No, like I don't think people want to play for him, and I don't know. I'm not a football player.
You're not in the locker room.
I quit football when I was in 7th grade. So like anyone who wants to tell me you don't know what a good leader in football looks like, yeah, I probably don't. But what I see from Aaron Rodgers doesn't seem like a guy that dudes are gonna rally behind and be like, that's my guy. He's got my back. I got his back. Let's be a team and go win this game together.
I found out why he sucks.
Why?
Because I just looked up Aaron Rodgers on Twitter to try and find like something he said in the press conference, and there's a video of him eating his boogers on the sideline.
Sounds about right. He's a booger eater.
Jesus Christ, man. At least wipe it on something. I'm a nose picker, but wipe it on something, man. Did he eat it?
Full-blown booger eat? Oh, my God.
I don't see the eat. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Puts it in there.
Oh, dude.
Booger eater. Full-blown booger eater.
You're 42 years old?
I was looking for a stat.
41?
I was just looking for a stat. That's
so not only is he bad at quarterback, he eats his fucking boogers. The Jets are gonna jet, man, no matter what.
Jesus, what's worse? You have a booger eater.
Okay. Robert Saleh wasn't the problem, it was Aaron Rodgers.
It's so evident, bro. Yeah. Like,
and I think Woody Johnson and Aaron Rodgers had some type of pact of like he was like, I'll get it done for you, Woody. And Woody's this billionaire, and Aaron Rodgers probably thinks he's like this an elite human being that like he's just so fucking full of himself. And I hated Aaron Rodgers before he was a Jet, and I was forced to love him and try to believe in him. And I hate him even more than I did.
And I hate for you the fact that they brought in Devontae Adams, who's his guy, and it did fucking nothing.
He had 3 catches for 30 yards on 9 targets. 9.
It was just bad all around, dude. Like, and it's fun. It's just like I thought when you guys traded for him too. Like, obviously, hopefully it was working out for you. But like the trade for Devontae Adams seemed it's like the flex seal to fix a leak in a fucking boat.
Yeah, and then like the fact that the Hassan Reddick news came out today too is just so funny for some reason.
It's so Jet the way
it's
it
like,
happened.
after 7 weeks and we fined him $10 million. 12. We came to a deal.
You must have known, like weirdly, that happening before the season started was like an omen, right? That
there's always omens, man.
It's kind of how
it's just. I'm sick and tired of caring about sports teams that I'm a fan of. I don't want to do it anymore. I like just watching sports. I enjoy sports. I don't know if I enjoy being a fan. I have nothing to show for it.
You need to go to the Derek route.
I have nothing to show for 25 years of diehard fandom.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Why?
trying to
Can we move
confirm-
on? Let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
I'm just trying to
I said I wasn't going to be depressed, and then
I'm
the
sorry,
first thing
we
we
let
went
you-
to was, hey, Pat, let's
I'm
talk
just
about
trying
the
to
Jets
confirm-
for more.
But now you gotta like off your chest. It's done with.
Yeah, it's done. We
I'm trying
about
do
everything
not
else.
mention the Jets.
I'm just
one
trying to
more time.
confirm the stat.
Just don't
for
mention the
context,
Jets
that
one
Aaron
more time.
Rodgers and Will Levis have the exact same amount of INTs this year.
Oh my god.
Yep, sounds about right.
I just was trying to confirm it, but I can't.
And now we got a meme with the boogers.
Yeah. We can go in. We could talk about something else.
can talk about how I'm
Potential
miserable
depression.
today.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go depression by depression by depression. Jack, what the fuck is good with the Niners?
No. So here's the thing with the Niners losing to the Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs will always be our daddy. As long as Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are there, we will never beat them. It is never going to happen. And I accepted that before this game even started. So us losing doesn't really jerk me very much. I was a little depressed for like 30 minutes after.
Jerk you?
Like it doesn't irk me. That's the word.
But you couldn't have said irk.
Yeah, it doesn't jerk me.
just-
But no, like it doesn't do much for me. What kind of fucking pisses me off with this game is that Kyle Shanahan is supposed to be this offensive guru, this mastermind, this guy that can get so much production out of anybody, right? Anyone can get into that Niners system and play so well at any position. I say that all the fucking time. Kyle Shanahan has lost his touch. Kyle Shanahan is the reason the Niners are 3-4 this year.
No,
you
injuries.
haven't watched closely enough.
No, I haven't. But I could also
Can you
don't
let me,
need to. No,
Can you
injuries.
let me explain
Sure.
why? So the clear and it's so evident the difference between a Chiefs and a Niners team and Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan. Very, very similar makeups of the offenses right now. Obviously, one is Patrick Mahomes, but I'm saying that they're injury riddled like crazy. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
There is no one to throw to at all in Kansas City right now. You have Travis Kelce. In San Francisco today, Brandon Ayuk tears his ACL, it looks
RIP.
like. Debo Samuel is sick. He can't play the whole time.
Fat
And
somehow.
but the only person that Brock has to throw to is George Kittle. So they really have their tight ends to throw to, correct? But Andy Reid is so smart, and he used different types of motions and plays and schemed his receivers to get open, to let Patrick Mahomes use his legs on rollouts and different types of plays that were creative enough to make a play happen, to push the ball down the field, creative in the run game. And Kyle Shanahan is doing fucking zone reads, halfback dives this entire time. And granted, when you have Jacob Cowing, Ricky Pearsall in his first game, Ronnie Bell out there trotting out receiver, it's a terrible receiver core.
Yeah.
However, if you're this offensive mastermind you say you are, Kyle Shanahan, it shouldn't fucking matter. You should be able to get these guys open because of the schematics and the way that you play, and he's not doing that. And also, the 49ers special teams and defense has been a travesty this year. It's been fucking terrible. It's been awful.
It's kind of funny. Like,
I don't think
Brock Purdy and Patrick Mahomes both played bad games.
They played
However,
horrible.
we were coached absolutely terribly worse.
so. You're blaming
And
the
that's
Niners' struggles outside of injuries on Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, because you can't blame injuries when the Chiefs are also injured as well. It doesn't
Yeah.
work like that.
I'm also of the belief, though, and the Ayuk is a great example because when your number one, right, CMC's out,
yeah.
when your number one goes down, the whole playbook goes out the window. So now there's no deep ball threat, and now you can really stack the box. And yes, you are usually a great running team, but there were still moments like I don't think the actual box score and or score is indicative of how close this game actually could have been given how they performed, if that makes sense.
It was definitely closer than because I know we had a garbage time touchdown. We were down fucking 28-12, right, at one point. But the whole game, it felt like we were a play or two away from going in and actually beating the Chiefs. Just couldn't get it done. There's shit
Like
that
the
happens, man.
interceptions for Brock came at very inopportune times.
Well,
the
the interception
interceptions for Mahomes were
yeah.
not as inopportune.
Inopportune. But the thing was, too, we couldn't capitalize off the Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes turnovers. And when we did,
I'm
they
not, dude. I would
capitalized.
kill for fucking Kyle Shanahan. Every fucking team would kill for Kyle Shanahan. He's
I
one
know
of the
that,
best
but
coaches,
he's-
one of the
but
best
he's-
schematic guys. Like,
But he's been a bad coach this year, straight up.
Jack, question for you. Where in the panic meter are you right now?
Like
actually
10
a good
being
question.
like full-blown
10
panic,
being
blow it
like,
up.
oh my God, like we have no chance of winning the Super Bowl this year would be a 10.
I'm like a 6.
I would almost say you're higher.
I'm like a
I would be. You're 3-4.
We're 3-4, dude.
Ayuk's out for the year.
Yeah.
CMC, who knows?
Supposed to come back week 10.
Supposed to. Who knows? And
Yeah.
but it's like nothing's looked good though. Your defense has looked terrible.
Yeah.
It hasn't been good at all.
The only thing that's
and there's not really that many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Dre Greenlaw is really the
That's
only one
it, right? So it's like not to like stir the pot.
No,
but like
it's
I think
super
you should
fair.
be like
the only reason
kind of
I'm
really
not more
panicking.
panicked is because I know this roster and like what having a Dre Greenlaw back on defense.
I think
does.
6 is fair.
What Chris McCaffrey coming back on offense just does the way that they game plan and scheme and have plays running. But I would say I'm at like a 6, potentially 7 on the panic meter because
What do you guys got this week?
I would say so. Here's my
Cowboys,
thing: is
prime
the
time,
reason
Sunday night
I'm
football.
here. I'm getting into
my God,
I was just answering a question.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm getting
we
into
do
our
it next
schedule.
week.
So if the Niners don't go 4-1 in our next 5 games, I will pretty confidently say that we're not going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
And and right now I don't think we're contenders. If we go 4-1, sure, we're back.
What,
we're
you'd be
contenders.
7-5 at the end of this
Ours,
stretch?
yeah. So
Who's the stretch?
I'll read it to you.
I'll tell you. I'll tell
You
you.
want me to read it to you, or you want to read it off
I
yourself?
have it written.
Okay,
Let's
go
hear it,
for
let's
it.
hear
Yeah. So the next 5 games, you have the Cowboys Sunday Night Football at home next week. We should win that. We should win that to go to 4-4.
Yeah, you
We
better
should.
hope.
Then we have a bye.
One of these teams either 3 and 4.
We have a bye. Get healthy. Dre Greenlaw comes back. Christian
Nice,
McCaffrey comes
nice.
back.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Coming
That
up.
is
That's
really
huge.
big.
That's
Really
huge.
big.
That's a
It's
momentum.
really big.
And then you go to Tampa Bay. I think off the bye we could win that.
Yeah, no, I mean you
Off
gotta,
the bye,
you gotta,
you two prepare.
You gotta win it.
You're fully healthy at that point. Besides Ayuk,
Weirdly think it depends on what happens tonight against the Ravens for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
think so.
You need to win it.
That's 3 weeks away.
I think you claim you should be a lot better team than the Bucks. So
Yes.
that'll be a
We should-
very
we
No,
should
you
be.
should win that.
And so let's say we win that, we're 5-4. Then we
Seahawks.
host the Seahawks.
Win.
Yep, win.
Should win that. 6-4. Then we go to the Packers. And we go to the Bills.
Oh,
You have
Splitskis.
You have to win at the Packers or at the Bills or potentially both.
those are
If
both
you lose
cold.
to either the Cowboys, Bucks, or Seahawks, which we could easily do.
Those are both cold.
If we go 3-2 in these next 5 games, we are 6-6 through 12 games in the season. We cannot have that happen. We have to be 7-5 after these games. And if you ask me right now, bet on yes or no, are we going to be like 7-5? I would say no. I think right now we probably beat one of the Packers or Bills on the road, and we lose to one of the Cowboys, Bucks, or
or you're going to be
Seahawks.
going into Lambeau November 24th, and then
Yeah.
the week. So you're gonna, and then in November or December 1st in Buffalo. Those
I
are
know.
gonna be chilly
it's-
games.
Yeah, not great.
Oh man, you guys.
So
I'm
that's
panicking for
one
you.
of the reasons I'm very panicked. Like, or I guess I'm probably at a 7 now that I think about it. Is
Yeah.
because of these next 5 games is such a fucking gauntlet.
Yeah, and that's what happens when
Like,
you're the best team in football last year.
I know,
So,
and,
yeah.
and these are games we can go 5-0 too, and I wouldn't be like
Look,
stunned.
the NFL season is ebbs and flows. Like at the end of the day, make the playoffs. Any team can get hot. You got to win one game, right? Like it's why we've always said. It's why I think you and I are always on this angle that the hardest championship to win in American sports is a Super Bowl because
Massive
any
disagree.
because any
Stanley
team
Cup,
could win
yeah,
on
Stanley
any
Cup.
given Sunday. Well,
Yeah.
that's fair. But
Guys play with 220s,
I am always
you know.
under
Definitely
the
the Stanley
phys-
Cup.
well, that's a physical thing. Like, but
No,
I just
but
am under the
still.
belief that.
Anyway.
Sorry, but
A
it's the
team,
Stanley Cup.
the best team is usually going to win in 7 games. Like it's a 7-game series. There's more games, whatever. What I'm saying about the Super Bowl is any team can get hot at the right time.
Yes.
The Niners are a team that has shown that they can do that. No matter how much you want to panic, I think as long as you make the playoffs,
Hey,
the Niners are a
spin
team I'll run
zone,
with.
spin zone. I do like the fact that we're having our run at the start of the year. It just cannot fucking continue in the next 5 weeks.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
preach,
say you are 6-6 at the end of this stretch, and then you finish 10-7. So you finish on a 4-1. You feeling pretty good?
Oh, I feel great.
Yeah.
Because you end 4-1.
Yeah.
You're probably looking like a
Well, I
juggernaut.
think what's also crazy to me about this situation is that like you guys just played the Chiefs, you played Patrick Mahomes, and like Patrick Mahomes is not playing well. Patrick Mahomes,
The fact that
talk
we
about that
lost,
a little
we
more?
lost to the Chiefs when Patrick Mahomes threw 2 picks. How are we ever going to beat them if,
Can we
if
also
he
talk
has worst
about, like,
game against us?
whether you agree or disagree with Patrick Mahomes being the best quarterback, I hope you don't disagree. Patrick Mahomes is playing like a bottom 10 quarterback in the NFL right now, and you
Just by
cannot
stats, yeah.
dispute that. I don't care what you say, that when it comes down to the playoffs, you're going to ride with Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to ride with Patrick Mahomes. Everyone's going to ride with Patrick Mahomes. But the
right now-
objective argument here is Patrick Mahomes is playing like one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Bo Nix has better stats.
That's what I want.
Read
I
it
want
off,
those
yeah.
numbers.
Bo Nix
That's what I'm
has
snapping
more
for.
total touchdowns, more passing yards, and less INTs
The
right now.
fact that Bo Nix has more passing yards is crazy.
More passing yards is bananas. He also had 60 in one game. So,
Yeah.
like, and he still has more
Still
than
won the game.
Mahomes.
Sorry, that was me.
The fuck, man. We said we weren't talking about the Jets anymore.
No, it's insane. But obviously, once the playoffs come around, they're still 6-0.
Like I just
once they get
like
there.
but like the discourse with Bo Nix, and we bring back the word discourse, is that like he's a bad quarterback. The Broncos are nothing, and yet Patrick Mahomes, yes, he's the best quarterback in the NFL,
Mahomes, yeah.
and he's the best fucking guy, and he's gonna be the GOAT when it's all said and done. But right now, he's playing worse than a quarterback who you said was a generational bust right when he got drafted. I don't understand. He's not good right now.
That is arguably the most terrifying part of this all is that the Chiefs are 6-0, winning games, and Pat Mahomes is playing not well at all.
What's terrifying is they have arguably the best defense in football this year.
Once Mahomes
Steve
is clicking,
Spagnuolo, man.
once Mahomes is clicking, this team's they're never gonna lose, man. They're just
they're dude. He's playing like a bottom tier quarterback. Their whole receiving core is fucking
gone,
hurt,
and they're still winning every
and
game.
they're 6-0.
And Kelsey isn't even Kelsey anymore.
When do we
he's
start? When do we start? I mean, I think we're all already there, but when do we start saying that the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes are bad for football?
That's a great question.
I mean,
you guys took that way too seriously.
I'm there. No, I'm there. I'm there.
I'm kind of there as well.
Give me parity for once.
No, there's so much parity right now.
There is parity, but it's just going to
Yeah.
be parity to see who ends up losing to Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Last thing on the Niners, though, because I know we're talking about this game for a while. You brought up a fun little thing on our live stream about someone they should trade for.
Sorry, can I comment right back and then give it right back to you? You know who has more passing yards than Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, God.
Daniel fucking Jones.
What? Did they add? No, yeah, Mahomes played earlier.
He has more passing yards than Mahomes.
I mean, I'm looking on ESPN right now. Maybe
What about
unless
interceptions?
if it hasn't updated,
I think
I don't
Daniel
know.
Jones probably has less picks, too, now that I think about it.
I don't know if it's updated. I'm just going off.
That's insane.
Patrick Mahomes has more interceptions than Daniel Jones.
Holy
Patrick Mahomes has more interceptions. Well, Anthony Richardson hasn't played that much, but
Anthony Richardson looks terrible.
You know what it still is? Like with Mahomes, it's like he won't have the counting stats, but he'll still convert that 3rd and 14
the most important
in the fourth
play.
quarter that you need to burn the rest of the clock off.
That one like 35-yard scramble he had
like
where he broke a tackle from Fred Warner.
He'll make the game-winning plays whenever you need him.
Did you see the 3rd and 8 throw that he made today as he was falling to the fucking ground?
Well, what I don't fucking understand is why is he still the MVP favorite? Joe Burrow's I'm trying to find it.
Joe Burrow's looking at
5 days ago, he was plus 360. He was the favorite.
Let me see if I can get updated odds.
Going into Week 7, Patrick Mahomes was the favorite to win MVP, and I didn't
Lamar, I'll take. Joe Burrow, I'll take. Fucking
Sam Darnold,
Darnold, I'll take. I'll take Jaden fucking Daniels. I'll even put Derrick Henry in the MVP conversation before Patrick Mahomes right now. He's playing like a bottom 10 quarterback. Deal with it. That's it. He's not the MVP.
But God damn it, they're undefeated, and once he figures it out,
but even taking that a step further, like, and because I do want to talk about this game. Like, even though the Chiefs are 6-0, I do not believe the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL right now.
I don't think they're.
I think
top
the record reflects it.
I think they're the best team in football.
I don't think the Chiefs are the best team.
I think the Lions and Vikings are both better teams than Chiefs right now. If they played the Chiefs,
I would take the Chiefs.
I think one of those teams would beat them.
I think everyone would bet on the Chiefs, and you guys would too.
Of course, I'm going to bet on the Chiefs
because they're the best team in football.
That's just like a betting thing. I think
the Lions.
I think the Lions and Vikings would beat the Chiefs right now if they play.
No, you don't.
I
they
think
both
the
play
Chiefs,
much better football.
I think the Chiefs are better than the Vikings, but I think genuinely Lions play the Chiefs right now. I'm taking the Lions.
The Chiefs are plus 400 to win the Super Bowl right now. I might put my entire life savings on it.
Would you?
What's the Lions? Do you know
plus 750.
Yeah, I saw.
The Lions are the best team in the NFL right now.
The Lions have the 4th best odds to win Super Bowls, probably good value.
Which is crazy.
The Niners have the 4th best still.
Oh, is it?
Plus
I thought the Niners were
850.
3rd, I saw.
They're plus 850.
Does anyone thoughts it? Like, I just think the Lions are the best equipped to beat the Chiefs in whatever type of game they want to make it. If they want to make it a physical game, if they want to air it out somehow.
Lions have such a good roster.
Defense, like the Lions top to bottom. And somehow David Montgomery got shot up with fucking special MJ juice, like, or whatever. Like, I don't know how he was still alive. He fucking hurt his knee and was hobbling off, couldn't put weight on it, and then came right back. The Lions can beat you in any which way, man. And I just think right now, I have to say the Lions are the best team in football, regardless of the record. I know the Chiefs are 6-0, but I if I'm a betting man, Lions play the Chiefs right now, I'm putting my money on the Lions.
Well, I think it's because the Lions can out-physical just about any team in the NFL.
Probably not the Chiefs.
Like...
Dude, it doesn't matter, bro. We could talk all we want in circles. It does not matter. All of you, if I put in front of you the Chiefs and the Lions, and they're both plus 100, they're both even money.
If it's a Super Bowl, I'll take the Chiefs. If it's a regular season game, I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess sure that I'll concede that. But, like, that means nothing to me.
No, because there's no way I'm betting against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. But, like,
right now
that's what I mean, though. Like, they're the best. Because
knowing what you know right now,
they're inevitable.
like, regardless, you genuinely think the Chiefs are the best team in football right now?
Yes.
Interesting.
From what you've seen this year, with how
I don't know
every
how
team
you
is
could
playing,
say that.
Can you really say the Chiefs?
I don't think
Because
because they're not playing well and yet they're still the best. They have
Yes,
the best
like
record.
the fact that Mahomes is playing like a bottom 10 quarterback and they have not lost a game yet, and they've beat good teams. Like it's not like they've had a
they
cupcake
beat the
schedule.
Ravens.
They
Yeah, they
keep
beat the
beating good
Niners.
teams. They beat the Ravens. They beat the Niners. They beat the Falcons. Like they beat good teams. They are still the Chiefs. They are the best team ever. It doesn't matter
haven't-
what you say.
They haven't really.
Because also, like, there's also 6 years of data to look at here.
Okay,
too.
like on paper, yes,
So fair.
yes, no, I get that, but they on paper, okay, the Ravens, yes, healthy
Don't
regular
care,
season
Chiefs.
first one. They played the Bengals. The Bengals were horrible, but that was a
But
close
Bengals
game.
are good,
That was
too.
a
Now
close
the
game.
Bengals are better.
No, but that was a close game.
Sure,
That's
yes,
going.
but they won.
Then they play the Falcons,
Good team.
They won. Yeah.
Chargers,
Good
Chargers
team.
are actually solid. man.
Saints,
Bad team.
and Niners injury ridden. Like
Good team, though. But those are all of those are above average teams except for the
Yes.
Saints. All of those are top half of the league, and they beat
And
every
they're
single one
6-0.
of them. Let's move on. We're talking too much about the Chiefs. I'm sucking them off too much, but it's my duty
It's fair.
as an objective observer
Yeah.
to suck
It's
off
fair.
the Chiefs.
I
because
still
they're
think the
best.
Lions are the best team in the football
I
right
disagree.
now, but I still think the Chiefs win it all.
disagree.
Yeah.
Flip it though. What'd you learn from the Vikings? High level thoughts.
Okay, so I know I did my whole hate watch thing for the Lions-Vikings game, and the Lions won. That was beautiful for the hate watch. But, like, end of the day, hate watch didn't go how
According to
I kind of wanted to, because now I'm so all in on the Vikings being Super Bowl contenders. The Lions are so fucking good at football. Like,
The Vikings-
they're-
the Vikings are
Vikings. You said the Lions.
Oh, sorry. The Vikings are so good at football.
Lions
They're
are
fucking
too.
Super Bowl
The
contenders.
Lions are good too.
Yes,
The
very
Vikings
good.
are so sick. Like, they're so legit, so real. And I'm done being a hater. I know I did this thing this week.
I don't think that's an option anymore.
No, this is just how I feel now.
I think it's fair. It's a redemption arc.
This is just how I feel now. And whether I'm allowed to or not, by
we
Vikings fans
tried
doesn't matter to
the
me.
redemption arc thing. It didn't work. For
No,
Jack.
but then he came full circle by saying like, "All right, I'm picking you to win." But
Like,
actually,
it's weird. It's weird how a loss actually is like.
It's more impressive.
It's so impressive because like they were up 10, gave up a lead, they're down 11, then they come back
quitting that
to
team.
start to come back and start beating the Lions, and the Lions had to beat them on a last second field
Sam
goal.
Darnold. Some of the throws that Sam Darnold
Dude,
is
he's
making
good.
are throws that you have constantly said Sam Darnold is going to be Sam Darnold at some point. That is not Sam Darnold. That is Patrick Mahomes level type throws.
This is prospect Sam Darnold that we thought we were going to see at college.
Absolutely. What do you mean, whoa, over there? Like some of the throws that he made deep to Jordan Addison, Jalen
layered
Naylor,
throws,
like
yeah.
it's some of these throws that I'm like the rope to fucking Jettis to score a touchdown. Like
Yeah,
some of the throws that Sam Darnold is making is MVP caliber throws
He's
and
hitting
throws
every
that
single,
can lead.
He's hitting every single receiver in stride.
Yes,
every
like
single time.
if Sam Darnold's playing like this Vikings team can win a Super Bowl. The defense is good enough. So yeah, I agree with you.
What you were saying about the Lions too, where they play like such complimentary football and they can beat you in any way. I think the Vikings can do that too. And the fact that if you need Sam Darnold, I think to sling the ball, I think he's proved it enough to where he can win an air raid type of game. But also, Aaron Jones looked fucking awesome today every
good
time
when
he
he's
touched
healthy,
the ball.
man. Whenever he's healthy, he's so sick.
They can go out there and play physical football and beat you. They can beat you with their defense alone.
We
Like
also
they can
don't-
beat you in so many different ways.
I also don't think like we talk about injuries in the NFL right now, and we never really credited no Jordan Addison for the first couple of games.
No
obviously
TJ
been back,
Hawkinson.
and no TJ Hawkinson.
He
Still
barely
not
played
there.
today.
No, he was
He didn't
inactive.
play, right?
He was
Okay, I was
inactive.
gonna say, yeah.
So like we talk about injuries with other teams, but the Vikings are a team that they got Jordan Addison back, reinforcement coming back with TJ Hawkinson. Like I don't know what other injuries are there, but from the offensive side of the ball, the offense has been humming, and the offense hasn't even been fully healthy.
Low-key, like one of the best pickups this offseason is Van Ginkel.
Yes,
He is fucking awesome.
unbelievable.
He's so good.
Brian Flores and him, I'm convinced are
What?
fucking.
The other good thing for the Vikings
love
here,
each other.
other good thing for the Vikings too is you get the loss out of the way. There's
Yeah.
nothing worse than being like
Yes.
11-0,
Agreed.
and
Yeah, and
everyone's
so much
kind of
pressure every
waiting for
week.
you to have your
Yeah.
first loss, and then if you lose like 2 or 3 of your last 5 games, then it's like you're kind of crawling into the
Well,
playoffs.
and now they're not in first in the division.
It's-
They're like,
they're in a
okay,
good
like,
spot.
it's-
Vikings
you can be
losing
kinda
was by
gritty
far the
again.
best thing. for them.
Vikings losing
By
a
far.
close game on
Couldn't
a
agree more.
game-winning field goal by the Lions was the best case scenario. In my opinion.
Is it maybe this is just a bit of an overreaction to how the Vikings have played this year? Is it crazy to say that Kevin O'Connell's the best head coach in football, not named Andy Reid?
Yes.
I don't think it's insane to say name someone better. Do it. Dare you.
You going to the floor?
Who are you gonna go with? Matt LaFleur?
He's going to the floor.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan's been great, but
Sean
like
McVay.
he's Kyle Shanahan's had better
Sean
talent.
McVay, Matt LaFleur,
I don't think Sean McVay.
Mike Tomlin,
I'm telling you,
When are we going to put any respect on Dan Campbell's name?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, great leader. He also has great
Nick
coordinator,
Sirianni,
something.
Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah, let's bring him Nick Sirianni.
I'm gonna put some respect on Cam.
I agree with
think
you.
What Kevin O'Connell's done with the Vikings, not even just this year, like years past, with far less talent than a lot of other coaches have had to work with, is insanely impressive.
Well, I also
The
think
fact that they're this good this year with
I also
Sam
think
Darnold at
what's funny
quarterback.
is like when the Vikings picked up Aaron Jones, like no one was like, unreal pickup. Like,
Well,
oh, you got Darnold, sick.
I was like, oh,
no.
nice, you got a wash running
I mean, we
back.
literally said 0-7. So,
Yeah.
this Vikings, I agree with you. Vikings losing, best thing for them. They're contenders.
Yeah.
They're legit.
Maybe not best thing to happen. Like,
no,
obviously,
no,
a win is
no. I
better.
actually
No,
fully
I
agree with
think
Pat.
Vikings fans are not thinking the way we are thinking. They're upset that
But
they
they
lost
should.
the divisional
They
game
should.
in close
Spin zone.
fashion.
Yeah, at
but
home, yeah.
Once you guys digest it a bit, you'll be like, this was good. We got it out of the way.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
just get the loss out of the
Get it
third.
out of the way.
we should flip it and talk about the other 1 p.m. game that occurred.
But the Vikings fans are totally not going to allow me to just like.
No, we'll push it.
I
though. We'll
wouldn't
still push
either.
it.
I would hate you. I would still be hating you with all my heart.
I have a lot of DMs right now.
Especially after today. I mean, you were a prick.
Let's
was
talk
a
about
huge
the other
prick.
big.
You went to take a Vikings. You made a video about taking a shit and calling it a Viking.
Yeah,
it's like
a C
300,000
plus,
views,
dude.
Yeah.
C
Good way to get
plus
the clicks.
level joke.
Way to
Yeah,
get the
but
clicks.
it worked.
Oh, it got 300,000 views.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, it wasn't that good of a joke, but it was a hit.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Poop,
thanks.
poop jokes hit all
Poop
the time.
jokes are always good.
Let's talk about
Dude,
the
I
other
don't think
1
I
p.m.
showed
game.
you this picture of my shit today.
Wait, you should show
It's
it.
epic. Do you want
Yeah.
to react live on pod?
You should
To
see
your
it.
shit?
It's an epic.
It's one of
shit.
the best poops I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life, bro. I'm so
You want to see
serious.
it? You want to
I'm
see
so
it?
serious.
It's insane.
For editing purposes, Randy, put this on screen.
No, we cannot. No, this is strictly. You guys will have to use your imagination as a listener.
It is so impressive.
Dude, it's
like-
insane.
It's like 2 feet long.
Look at that thing.
I know. Dude,
You wanna
it's
see it, Randy?
literally the letter P.
There's
why do you
literally
take
a
pictures?
snake. Bro, there's like, that's like a swirl.
I know,
There's
the
like
fact
a
that it didn't break was insane. Sorry,
How-
move on.
That's
We gotta
so
move on.
clean.
What did you
was
eat?
it just like one continuous like?
Yeah, it's
motion?
just like the
Good
best
for
shit
you,
of my
Pat.
fucking
You must have been
life,
eating
dude.
really good
Dude,
this
you
week.
said
I don't
all-
know, yeah.
You're freaking out saying you haven't been healthy with the Mets. That's pretty healthy.
Yeah, no, that it was the best poop anyone's ever taken.
I think you could put it in the Guinness.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the other 1 p.m. game? That was
Maybe
a
I'll
big one.
post it like
No,
anonymously
stop.
somewhere.
Stop this
Oh,
and answer
like
me.
I'll like,
I've said
it 6
I'll like create a
times.
Twitter account
No.
or something, and I'm like,
Bring it here.
Oh, create a burner.
yeah, like I'm
All right,
like,
I'll
is this
fuck
the
myself.
best poop ever taken?
I know you hear, like, because you could hear the audio in the headphones over there.
I can hear you loud
and
and
they're
clear. I'm
all
just
talking about their
blatantly
fucking
ignoring you.
shits.
Okay, 98% of the people that listen to this podcast are men. So
Yeah,
the
sorry
2%
for the
of women, I'm
ladies.
sorry,
Sorry
but
for
like,
the poop talk. My
y'all,
bad.
Y'all,
Mom, I
y'all
hope you don't
boys know
listen.
this is awesome. Like,
Dude,
you
my
should
mom might
see
talk.
this piece.
My mom might listen to this. I think she said she started to because she likes hearing me talk. Mom, I love you if you're listening, but don't just skip the poop part. All right, moving on.
I want to talk about my NFC team. That's why.
Yes. Who?
Go Pack, go, bitch!
Oh, yeah. I wish Tycho were here to have to eat his words though, because Tycho should feel a little silly right now.
Oh!
You're gonna make the easiest $500 of your life, bro.
Yeah, easiest 500
The
ever.
thing with- the thing
and you
with-
almost wanted the weenie out of that too. But go on.
I wanted to weenie out of it from a unit size perspective.
I know, but that's
like,
why you're being. That's yeah,
okay,
That's being.
I'm
a
getting
weenie.
fucking married and like have to think of things like these are financial
You
decisions.
know how
You're
much
gonna
money
bunch
you
of
get
free
in
stuff,
gifts?
though.
Yeah.
I don't see. That's the misconception.
You're gonna get
about
like
the fuck-
3 toasters. You
That's
can
a misconception
return
about the
2.
fucking wedding, bro. It's
don't think so.
ours. She doesn't just get to be like, yeah, here's your gambling money with our wedding fucking.
But
You're
what if
gonna
you
win
say you
anyway.
turn into generational wealth?
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. Get on your soapbox.
I just think the Packers are so fucking good. They shit on the Bears. We're not even having that conversation. But the Packers, they have an amazing quarterback. They have a great head coach. They have Josh Jacobs, who finally looks good, an above average offensive line, 2 amazing safeties. Their defense is above average and forcing turnovers. They're the only team in the NFL that has forced a turnover in every single game.
Don't know if that's true, by the way. I think I just Adam statted you when I told you that.
That's cool. Let me have that one, though.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that
my
could be
point.
not gonna fact check it. No one fact check.
No
Don't
one
be selfish.
fact check
Don't
it.
fact
Totally
check.
not be true.
No one fact check it.
But if it is true,
It's good.
it's pretty lethal.
It is.
This
sick.
Packers team, I think, I genuinely believe this, and I'm not even trolling. I'm not reacting. I feel like I've said this very early on. This Packers team can win a Super Bowl. I really believe that.
I
I
still
still
don't.
think they're cusp contender. I don't
like,
think they're
They
100%
are
Super Bowl
they are
contender yet.
cusp contender, but the thing is, we have not had enough time for this entire offense to
Yep.
be an offense.
Yeah.
And now what we've been seeing is that, oh my God, Jordan Love, yeah, he's going to have boneheaded mistakes, but he's going to have moments that are like, holy shit, that's Brett Favre. And then you're going to have moments where like, holy shit, that was Aaron Rodgers.
The
and
stat,
you're getting a
dude.
middle version of them two. And I don't even want to go there yet, but I'm going to go there.
No,
like,
oh my God, where's he going?
Oh boy, where are you going?
He's gonna be the best.
everyone was fucking dick riding CJ Stroud all offseason. All the
they were
talent
doing the
in the
same
world.
thing with Jordan Love.
No,
Yes,
not
they
in the
were.
same
No,
realm.
no,
not
not in the same
whatsoever.
realm. Yeah,
and I
but-
constantly said that Jordan Love and CJ Stroud need to be 1A, 1B next to each other. They have to be. But fact of the matter is, they ain't. CJ Stroud is not Jordan Love. Jordan Love is better than CJ Stroud right now.
I think it's because CJ
Hands
Stroud
down.
does more media. He's got like that little podcast he does with Micah Parsons or something.
Bro.
I don't know. The stat
Maybe,
the stat you threw in my face of Jordan Love is tied for the league in passing touchdowns with 15 of them, and he missed 2 games. I haven't noticed it. Like I don't know if they're
crazy,
doing it
yeah.
under the radar. Or it's like that game doesn't pop up on Red Zone, or it's just not when I have circled. I didn't bet on it.
Yeah,
but
I don't
I have
know.
not been watching. I had no fucking clue Jordan Love was
CJ
playing
Stroud
that well.
is doing some fun things here and there, but he's got Stephon Diggs and Nico Collins and Tank Dell and Joe Mixon. They have
Mixon's
a loaded
awesome.
roster. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
But what Jordan Love is doing with Jaden Reed, who no one thought was going to be lethal, Dontavian Wicks, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Josh Jacobs, an offensive line
Kraft.
where no one can name anyone. Tucker Kraft has been the throw he had today.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, can I tell you this? Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud's 17-game pace. You want to hear what it is? This is ridiculous.
Well, I know CJ Stroud's not having an awesome year.
Okay, but CJ Stroud's 17-game pace, 24 passing touchdowns, 4,000 passing yards.
Okay, not that good. But
Jordan
solid.
Love, 17-game pace, 51 passing touchdowns, 4,600 passing yards.
How many picks?
I don't have that on this one.
Hey, yeah.
That's my thing is
You're going to live and die with it, though.
I understand that, and I know the Packers won a Super Bowl with Brett Favre, who did exactly that. But my thing with Jordan Love, the reason I'm not going to put them at the true Super Bowl contender yet, where they're like a cusp, fringe, frisky contender, is because, and you'll say it too, is that he makes some crazy stupid
mistakes.
forced throws every game a few times. And sometimes you'll get away with them where they don't end up in turnovers.
No,
but
he makes
More
mistakes.
often than not, they will. And I think if he just plays a little bit more within himself once he starts to cook, like, don't fucking try to force that crazy ass throw across your body.
He made 2 really
He's got crazy
throws.
arm talent. He's very talented. But
Jordan Love, to me, and this Packers team can go win a Super Bowl because if they start putting it together, if he starts playing a little bit more of calmer football, if he takes the Brett Favre-esque out and does a little bit more Aaron Rodgers,
You ready for this? No, just I can't believe
then
where
they're
going
going
to
to go win. They could go win a Super Bowl.
They're at plus 1,500. They're lower than the Eagles.
that's crazy.
We should bet on the Packers to win a Super Bowl.
I don't want to root for them.
They're
so I
in
won't.
between the
That's fair.
Eagles and the Bengals. I feel like
That's crazy.
misplaced.
To me, the
Yeah.
Packers are an underrated team that people do not want to respect. They don't give the respect to Jordan Love. This team is for real.
What I do want to see also with the
real.
Packers is I want to see them win a game with almost their defense alone. I think they did that with Malik Willis.
their defense
right?
is
bro,
elite.
they did
But it was
it.
against like the Colts.
But still,
Right.
like
Their defense is also elite.
Their defense is really good. I think I need to see. There's something more I need to see with it.
I honestly haven't watched enough Packers football. They've had just like boring games and not good matchups, and I haven't.
I'd also
watched
say
them.
that white uniform, like
I hated it.
I hated it.
thought it was
Hated
the
it.
sexiest
Hated
thing
it.
in the world.
I hated
I
it.
thought
A
it was
1
so
o'clock
sexy.
game in Green Bay. I want to see green and gold.
I didn't know.
so
I didn't know
sick.
who was playing. I was like,
So
who's
sick.
on the field right now? I had
so
no clue.
sick. They're also one of the best rushing teams.
It would
in the NFL.
look really good if it was a night game.
Yeah.
I just think like, who do you think the leading receiver was for the Packers this week?
Was it
Dontavian Wicks.
or Tucker
Romeo
Kraft?
Doubs.
Okay,
Romeo
yeah.
Doubs.
Every single week, it's a new receiver.
Which that makes the Packers a little scary because
You don't know who it's
you
gonna
have
be.
to
Who
scheme
do you
for
game plan
4
for?
or 5 guys every week.
Like, and again, we
Yeah.
talk about CJ Stroud,
You
and I'll
take
move
away-
off of it after, but like,
Yeah.
CJ's doing it with
Hey,
all these weapons,
you-
and who the fuck do the Packers have in
You
relativity
take
to that?
away Jaden Reed. Okay, here's Romeo Doubs. Take away Doubs. All right, here's Dontavian Wicks. Here's
Dude,
Tucker Kraft.
I love this Packers team. I
Here's
literally,
Christian Watson, 6'4". Like
I
maybe
love
he's
this
not
Packers
6'4",
team.
he's tall.
And the Jordan Love, CJ Stroud side by side, 17-game pace. Obviously, that's not how pace works, but we got to give credit where credit's due. To me, I'm taking Jordan Love over CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud just has the moxie. Jordan Love's quiet. Nobody knows about him, but
He's
Well, no,
got great
the
moxie,
thing,
though.
the
He
CJ
does.
Stroud thing is that he showed up rookie year, did it year 1. Jordan Love had time to learn under Aaron Rodgers. I think that's where why
but like-
CJ Stroud is put on this pedestal above Jordan Love. Is he showed up rookie year, balled out.
Well, and
Jordan
took a
Love,
team that was
but
shit.
at some
yeah, and a
point-
shit team. And Jordan Love has had.
I agree. And I'm
he's
again
in the Packers. Then everyone always says the Packers. You're going to be a good quarterback if you play for
both
them.
are elite.
what happens.
That's
Both
how it
are
works.
elite players, but
Yes.
I just don't think it's fair. Like, and you're right. I see so many people knock Jordan Love for that reason, where he learned under Aaron Rodgers, but he's doing what he's been able to do. So I can't knock him. It's the same way where even with the Joe Burrows of the world came into the T. Higgins and the Jamar Chase, like he's gonna cook. We can't knock to a certain extent. So
I don't
Yeah.
even care about my team anymore. Like, I'm just like all these fun teams having fun things, and I like it's why. But sorry, just intrusive thought. Let's go on to a different topic. Sorry.
yeah, I'm done with
My
the
bad,
Packers.
My bad.
but
My bad.
I think what the Packers showed me today was that they can go win a Super Bowl. Texans are fine. Tough game on the road in Lambeau, but
And they almost won it.
yeah, I think the Packers
Yeah.
are fucking legit.
Wait, so you know how I said that, like they're kind of like cusp contenders? I have a list of like fringe cusp contenders, and I want us to kind of turn them into Super Bowl contenders. What does
Okay.
this team?
All right.
What does this team have to do to turn into a true Super Bowl contender? They're on the fringe right now.
Okay. Who are
They're
the
close
fringe
to
teams
doing
that
it.
you have?
All right. Let's just start.
Well, no,
I
who
have
are the
a
fringe
list.
teams? I feel like you should name them.
Niners, Eagles, Packers, Seahawks, Falcons, Bengals, Steelers, Texans, Commanders, Bucks.
I will say this.
That
before we
certainly
go to-
feels like the fringe.
Yeah, it feels fringe.
Right? Because like,
Congrats to
they're-
Seahawks fans. By the way, Jack putting you in there, that's huge.
Yeah, that
You're
is
welcome.
growth from
You're welcome.
Jack.
I'm feeling nice today.
That's
I was
growth.
so much of a hater earlier today.
You got it all out.
and I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, you got it all out.
I am a genuinely nice guy. A lot of people don't.
He's
seem to
kind of a
think that.
prick.
All right, let's do it though. Let's turn these fringe contenders into Super Bowl contenders.
All right,
now,
let's get after it.
Starting with the 49ers. What do you got to do?
Get healthy.
I was gonna say, let's say it on 3. Get healthy.
Get healthy.
So obvious.
Maybe trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
Go all in.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, Ayuk is assumed to be out for the
Ayuk's
year
done.
when we're recording this. It's not
Seemingly,
official,
yes.
but that hit was gruesome. He's probably out for the year.
I looked at the replay and I wanted to die.
Yeah, so I do think it's get healthy and go out and get another wide receiver because Debo is not a traditional wide receiver.
Debo's
You
a
need
great guy.
Yeah, he's not the guy.
Debo's
but-
a great guy to have when you have a true route running sick wide receiver
Yeah.
next to him. If the Niners trade for DeAndre Hopkins,
Deontay Johnson.
D-Hop would look
yeah.
like D-Hop would look like he's 27 if he played for the 49ers.
Could not agree more.
yeah,
Get healthy,
but
replace
also,
Ayuk.
I'll figure out the fucking defense. Thank you, please.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Jalen Hurts has to remember that Jalen Hurts once was in the MVP conversation. Like, he has regressed tremendously.
Dude, just don't try to do everything.
But he also only looks at A.J. Brown, it feels like.
He is really fucking good at football. AJ
No, I
Brown.
don't disagree with that, but like they have talent, they have other weapons.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
feels like
I would say for them, lean on the run game. Like you have
100%.
Saquon Barkley, you have Jalen Hurts. Make Jalen Hurts
Defense
run a
is-
little bit more.
And
Defense is
make the defense key in on the run more so you can actually use Jalen Hurts' arm a little bit.
yeah.
Vic Fangio had Brandon Graham lined up on Malik Neighbors at one
was
point.
hilarious.
So
That's
I
really
think
funny.
also fire Nick Sirianni.
Yeah, actually, I
No,
remember
because you're not winning a Super Bowl with an interim head coach.
you're not.
I
So that's
don't
certainly not the solution.
know if I agree.
Just make Big Dom the head coach.
Yeah,
Yeah, Big Dom.
the Eagles are could be the first team. Because I think if you fire Nick Sirianni, I genuinely believe they fucking hate Nick Sirianni.
Oh, they do.
I
Every Eagles
don't
fan.
agree.
Every
Eagles fans, bro. Fans.
Every Eagles fan I know hates Nick Sirianni.
I don't think the players do. I think they like playing for him.
They might just because he's like fucking gritty.
Yeah, he's like kind of like an asshole, like a little fuck you mentality.
All right, next team because we do have to run through this a bit.
Yeah.
Packers.
Adam?
Jordan Love's got to limit the mistakes. You don't need to do much. Like,
Play more within yourself.
they got Jair back. Like, Jair was missing the last couple of
Part of
games
the
as
reason he's
well.
electric though is he takes those shots.
Exactly. He's Brett Favre.
Yeah. So I don't know, mate.
No, but you limit the mistakes because they come at inopportune times. But outside of that,
times. I mean,
yes.
NFC divisional round last year against the Niners.
Exactly.
Inopportune time.
But I do think the Packers. What'd you say their odds were to win the Super Bowl?
Plus 1,500.
It's hammer.
good odds.
It's just a good
odds.
bet.
It's
Yeah.
such a good.
It's not
bet.
like we're not giving you a winner. We're
It's
not
a
saying
he-
it's
it's
a
a heads
guaranteed
bet.
thing. It's
It's
just
a
like
great bet.
you would like to have that ticket come
What does,
January.
what does Denevi say? What does Locke say?
AV positive.
Plus AV.
Plus AV.
Plus AV.
Plus AV.
There's plus AV on that.
No,
Plus
EV.
EV.
Plus
EV.
EV. Expected
EV.
value.
Sorry.
Expected
EV,
value.
Yeah, that is it.
It's his first words. He got the gambling shit.
You fucking
All right.
idiot.
And maybe this team isn't a fringe cusp contender, but they are first in the NFC West, the Seahawks.
But Geno Smith's still leading the league in passing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think
He
so.
throws 1 billion times a game. Lean
I'll
on
be
Kenneth
honest.
Walker a little.
If DK, because I don't know what the extent of the DK
I don't
injury is
either.
for his knee.
I saw questionable, so like I don't think
he
it's
got
any-
carted off though,
Oh.
which is sus. But sometimes players get carted off also when they shit themselves. So
Lamar made it himself.
I think, well, the defense is horrible.
Yes.
I don't think there's any fixing that.
I don't think there's any fixing.
I don't think they're a fringe
It looked
contender.
good today.
I don't think there's anything that they can do in the
Take
season
them off
right
this
now
list.
to
All right.
figure out how to become
Off the
Super Bowl
Right now,
contenders.
deleting Seahawks off the list. Sorry,
you.
I just wanted to maybe be nice. Falcons.
Keep giving the ball to Bijan. I know they lost, but
it
Bijan
works.
looks fucking great.
Yeah, that's a tough answer to give when Bijan had arguably his best day of the season and they lost by 20.
No, his
It's
best was 2 weeks ago.
Kirk was bad today. They need to protect Kirk and give him time because when he has time, he can process and make the right read every time. That they were bad on that front today. Bengals.
Go and trade for someone on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know who. I don't know what the problem is on that side of the
not-
ball.
it's
but
not
just
even-
go get someone because your guys'
Well-
defense is so goddamn terrible.
Last 2 weeks has been good.
Well,
Weirdly.
they were playing the Browns and,
And the
Dorian
Giants.
and the Giants, and
I
they were
know.
playing Dorian Thomas,
DTR,
Robinson,
yeah.
DTR,
Just go for the
DTR,
letters.
and
the Predator.
Yeah, so all the games that they've lost have been because of their defense. Their offense has been balling out. Joe Burrow's
Yeah.
back. Jamar and T of old. They are who we thought they were coming into the year.
I think it's almost get some secondary pieces.
Yeah, is
I
that
don't
it?
even know if they need it because I think it's like, yes, they could use it. But I think with the Bengals, it's like just force a turnover here and there and then capitalize on it. Like those are those moments where flip those points. So I think
turn field goals into touchdowns.
Yeah, like the Bengals are going to be fine.
And just fucking protect Joe for the love of Christ.
The Bengals are going to be
please
fine.
keep him healthy. I love Joe Burrow.
Steelers. I think the Steelers after tonight are in this list because Russell Wilson put up 37.
They put up 37 or 36 on the Jets.
Mike
We
Tomlin.
didn't even talk about the Steelers, by the way. We can do that right now.
Yeah, sorry. Mike Tomlin should be dragging his nuts across
We could do it
everybody
after.
in
We'll do it
America
after.
right now.
Did
Because
call that.
every single person in America in the media was like, why? Why are you benching Justin Fields for Russell Wilson after you've won 4 of your first 6 games? Justin Fields hasn't been turning the ball over. He's been playing good football. But Tomlin just felt something wasn't there. Like
Justin Fields showed no flashes
Nothing
of
flashing.
an offense that can really go out and like win a shootout if he needs.
Yeah. And then Russell Wilson comes out and I think he went like 16 for 27 for like 270 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Total different offense.
107 passer rating, deep balls to George Pickens. The run game looked incredible.
The run game opened up because they had to actually respect Russ as a
and then
passer.
the deep ball opened up because the run game opened up. It's all ebbs and flows and goods and bads.
The question is, how do we turn the Steelers into an actual contender? I think the
keeping
Steelers
Russell
need a
Wilson
wide
the
receiver
quarterback.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, or a wide receiver 1.
You don't
Yeah, I don't think
Pickens
Pickens. They need another wide receiver.
Pickens is a good receiver. He's a good physical receiver.
Pickens-
Is there
He's not-
someone
he
out there they
cannot
can
be
go
the
and
only
get?
guy.
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
D-Hop is the name that we're going to float.
They could probably use this
Get
guy.
Deontay Johnson back.
I was gonna say they probably should never have left.
I feel like that
Deontay
probably
Johnson
ended
go.
poorly for
Yeah.
some good
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Could never stay healthy. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like to me, George Pickens is a more polished Jameson Williams.
Not a terrible take, but
I
he's
know,
much
but-
more physical.
Yeah,
than
Jamison Williams more of a burner. George
feel like
Pickens more of a
go
jump
get a
ball
guy.
guy.
But I see what
Yeah,
you're
but more
saying.
polished. I feel like he's a better route runner. He can go up and get it. But like J-Mo,
I think you hit the nail on the head though. They need to get a number 2. And Devontae Adams was discussed
the
about him
rumor,
going
yeah.
to the Steelers.
Yeah.
And then didn't he say he didn't? Oh no, the Chiefs he didn't want to go to.
I didn't hear that one. That's crazy.
I read that somewhere. Yeah,
my
like
God,
the Chiefs were not on his
dude.
list of acceptable
fucking
teams.
idiot.
The Steelers,
Yeah.
like it's so funny
But-
tonight or last night when this comes out, the Jets got Devontae Adams. Boy, oh boy, does he probably wish he went to the Steelers right now.
Well, it's funny. It's just like the Steelers, if they don't go out this trade deadline and just go all in, get a fucking D-Hop and see what you can do. It's just organizational.
What does D-Hop cost right now? A fifth? Like Diop probably is maybe a 5th round pick right now.
Yeah, but it's like you lost out on the Brandon Ayuk sweepstakes. You lost out on the Devonta Adams sweepstakes. You lost out on the Amari Cooper sweepstakes, which the Browns are probably never trading him to.
You know what's an interesting one? I don't think they'll do it because of the contract, but Calvin Ridley.
What do you guys think about Mike Williams?
horrible.
It's not bad, but I think it's like George Pickens.
But
Yeah,
it's
very
like
similar to
he's
George
just
Pickens.
Pickens number 2.
Yeah,
All
you're
right, let's
right.
move on.
Not
Yeah.
the same guy. Sorry. That was a lot of
But
Steelers
anyways,
talk.
Steelers look good right now.
They did look good.
Next team, Texans, because they have 2 losses. They're 5-2, which is a very good record, but
Who
they
are their
still haven't
losses?
really impressed me that
Packers
much.
and they have a bad loss, I thought, right? No,
Packers and Vikings. Stomped
Vikings.
them.
Good
Curb
losses,
stomped
good
them.
losses.
Vikings smoked them.
Weird. This is gonna be a weird answer just because like I don't know the roster top to bottom, but I feel like lose a couple games,
What?
and I'll tell you why. I
Get a
feel
little
like
fire under that ass. Like,
yeah, I feel like they had so much like
such a weird thing to say. How to turn them into contenders?
become a contender. Lose a few more.
I feel like they had an overconfidence coming into this year. They were
Sure.
overhyped, and therefore like we had these expectations on them to be this lethal team, win 12 games, and they still very well could be. But with that being said, by losing a couple games, they have to figure out new ways to win games. And I think that's
good. This is
probably
a
a
good
beneficial
spin
thing for
zone.
them.
I'm enjoying
And
it.
honestly, it doesn't matter in week 8. All that matters is what you do in the playoffs. So if you could
I
learn
don't
to
hate it.
be around
I
these
like
tough games, then maybe you could. I don't know. Again, I said I don't know the roster,
I think
but that's
they-
what I think. I don't know. It's a
I
gut.
think
It's
they
a
need to
plum
learn how to
thing.
force more turnovers. And
Sure, that makes
and
sense.
D'Amico Ryans is a guy that can figure that out. The secondary just
They
hasn't been
forced
that
2,
awesome. Like, yeah, because Jordan Love.
But that's
likes
still
to do
2
stupid
turnovers.
shit.
Like if you can get 2 turnovers in a game,
I'm just
pretty
saying
good.
in general, I think they need to do it. I could be wrong.
I think the Texans just need to start playing a little better. That's all I got.
that's a great take.
Just start
Like
humming.
CJ Stroud doesn't look great this year. He hasn't.
No,
Play a little better.
Yeah,
just start humming.
Jordan Love clears.
Commanders.
You need.
Dude, they're 5-2. They're first in the NFC. East.
You got to go get it too. You got to go get it too. If this is again, you have the luxury. The Commanders are not Super Bowl contenders.
No, I don't
Period.
think there's any way to make that.
so
their
I should delete
defense
them
is-
off the list.
I would.
But if we want to try and give them a chance to win a playoff game or 2, you have a quarterback on a rookie deal. go trade for another wide receiver. Take a chance.
So they're not a fringe contender, though.
I don't think they're a fringe contender. I think they're playing amazingly.
I will delete them off the list.
Yeah, delete them off.
I think they're playing
Delete
really
them
well,
off
but
the
I
list.
don't consider them one because their defense is so far
Well,
gone.
I deleted them off the list, so this is a stupid conversation.
'Kay.
Buccaneers. This is the last one.
These ones are hard whenever you're giving me a team with an awesome offense and an abysmal defense. I'm
I
like,
don't-
fix the defense. They're going to be the Super Bowl
At that
contender.
point, I'm like, is it fixable?
I don't think it is fixable in the middle of the season to fix the defense. So I don't know what to do for the Bucs. I love the Bucs. I think we all love the Bucs. They are such a fun team. You don't like them?
I
Oh,
love
you're going to
them,
delete
but
them
I'm
off the
saying
list?
delete.
No, because if the Bucks beat the Ravens tonight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about play better on defense?
yep, good take. Good
God,
take.
we're so fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, because when you proposed this pre-show, I was like, maybe we should prepare a little something for each of these.
No,
'cause,
no,
like,
no.
I can't just go off the hip for some
No,
of
but that's the
these.
beauty of Caps Off is we just shoot from the hip and hope something
Like,
sticks.
yeah, let's start losing
I
some games.
felt really non-ball knowery during kind of this whole.
Maybe you should play a little better defense. I
All
know
right.
you played like shit on the O. You should get a little better.
Okay, but our style is not like fix the X's and O's
No,
type of
I know,
shit. Ours
but-
like from a high level thought. And so when it comes to the goddamn
Defense,
Bucks,
be
Bring
like,
better.
back Warren Sapp.
yes, yes.
Bring
Get
back
Rondé
Rondé
Barber,
Barber.
out there on the outside. Get John Gruden calling plays
Yeah,
on the
bro.
I
defensive
think
side of
the
the
Bucks
ball.
are the Bucks are frisky.
I get Mike Allstott
I
running
think
a fullback.
that offense is good enough to keep him in any game, no matter what. But yeah, fix the defense.
I have another listener who's wanting to rip fraud or not right now.
Yeah, let's go into it.
So I usually do this on the cafeteria episode, but I feel like it's a better recap anyway. So I'm gonna do it. Let's play fraud or not.
Week 7.
Yeah, week 7 fraud or not. I'm gonna give you something, and you want to tell. I'm gonna give you something, and you're gonna tell me if it is fraudulent or don't say it, Adam. Pat, say it.
Nonjalenta.
Jalenda.
God damn it.
Christ's sake, man, Randy, your ear's good.
Ooh.
Boo! Everyone, boo Adam! Boo! How much aura he lose right there, Randy?
I think we should make him even.
What do you mean?
Strip it all the way.
No way,
That was bad, bro. That was bad, bro.
bro. What about the no shoes thing going on too?
That
But
and
you're wearing slides.
he's the reason I bet
At
on
least have stuff
Devontae
on.
to score, bro. And he didn't fucking score.
You blaming that on
Let's
me?
go fraud or not.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Adam's
right.
a fraud.
Fraud or not, Aaron Rodgers.
Fraud.
There's really not much to that.
I went on a very long rant that you can find somewhere else on this
Yeah.
page. I've said all I can say on Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's a good leader. I don't think he's a good clubhouse
He's
presence.
the worst thing to happen to the Jets.
He is, I wish the Jets never traded for him. That's what I said, and I yelled quite a bit about it. But yeah, I wish the Jets never traded for Aaron
Let
Rodgers.
my Jets friend, talk about it.
Yeah. Fraud or not, the 49ers.
Not a fraud.
I don't think they're a fraud because they're not good. No, like right now they're
not
3-4.
frauds. They're not.
No, but no one's like talking about the Niners as
not
a good team. So like
frauds.
they're not being a fraud of a good team. They're just not a good team yet. I think actually they are a fraud because they aren't bad, and right now they seem bad. But like that's fraudulent.
Sure.
Them
You're-
being
you're
a bad
fraudulenting
team.
the fraudulent.
Them being a bad team is fraudulent.
Okay.
They are a good team.
Yeah.
Good
So,
spin.
so
Good
Niners
spin.
frauds.
Good spin.
Yeah, huge fraud.
Yeah.
In a good way.
They'll be fine.
Fraud or not, Brock Purdy. Sorry.
Not a
Just need
fraud.
reassurance.
Not a fraud.
Not a fraud.
Thank you. I just need to research.
all you're
We
gonna
can
get
past
so far
that.
from
Yeah,
it.
I needed
That's
that.
all I'm-
Thanks,
you're all
I
you're
buddy.
gonna
like
get.
Brock.
Fraud or not, this World Series, Dodgers Yankees. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, not a fraud. This is a sick World Series. I'm a Mets fan. This is like, but if you are a non-baseball fan or a casual
This is
baseball fan,
versus.
I know, but this is also like the best team against the best team. Shohei versus Aaron Judge.
don't give a fuck!
Dodgers versus Yankees, like back from the New York days. Like this is for baseball a dream World Series. I want to die because I'm a Mets fan. I am rooting for the Dodgers. I cannot deal with the
I'm
Yankees
a
World
Giants
Series.
fan. I cannot fucking deal with the Dodgers World Series.
So it's an awesome World Series. It's definitely not fraudulent.
Objectively, it is a really good World
it's
Series.
sick.
But whoever wins, America loses. It's a fraudulent World Series.
Yes.
I fucking hate it. Why can't we have one team of destiny make it? The Mets, the Guardians, the Royals, the Tigers. There's so many teams that.
Because the Dodgers.
Frauds. Mets should be in it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a
facts.
fraudulent World Series
It's-
because it's just baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just the Dodgers. One last piece on the Dodgers. Not a single piece of homegrown talent on that lineup.
I will say this,
You have,
though.
Nope. You have Shohei Ohtani. You just gave him $1 billion.
Betts.
Then you got Mookie Betts. You took him from the Red Sox. Then you got Freddie Freeman. You took him from the Braves. Teoscar Hernandez.
Max
you took him
Muncy
forever
from
where
the
he
A's.
came from. Max Muncy from the A's.
Will
Your
Smith homegrown.
Will Smith homegrown. Yeah, he's batting like 100 in the playoffs. It's
just-
that's how baseball. And I'm part of the problem.
Tommy
I'm a Mets
Edman,
fan.
Cardinals,
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I'm a Mets fan. In baseball, you can buy championships.
I just know who already won.
Who?
Who won?
Who won America versus Japan?
Fuck. So the Yankees win.
No, Japan beat the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic.
I think he was calling World War II.
I know what you were going for. Yeah,
we
but
won
I'm
the
trying to
big
give it a
one.
lighter note.
We won.
Anyway,
It's insane.
oh, ×2. All right, fraud or not, the Denver Broncos.
I don't know baseball, bro. What you fucking
Oh,
want from
man,
me? That's
this
how
is,
I see it objectively.
Fraud or not, the
4
Broncos.
and 3 Denver Broncos. Fraud or not?
I have to eat my words. Like they're not bad.
No.
I
They're
keep
just-
saying they're bad. They're not
Do
bad.
you want me to pull up their schedule
Of who they've beaten?
of their remaining schedule?
Could you do it in the quickest way?
Do they get slaughtered? Towards
I
the
say
end?
the Broncos are frauds.
No. The Broncos could win 10 games. They have the Panthers.
What?
Win. Okay, wait, hang on. Let's
Wait.
do this. Yeah, fraud or not?
So they have 4 wins, right?
Okay. yeah. Panthers.
Panthers next.
5 and 3.
At the Ravens loss.
5 and 4.
Wait, where's the Panthers game?
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
They
it
win.
does.
It's in Denver.
Okay,
Okay.
they win. 5
At
and
the
3.
Ravens.
5 and 4.
At the Chiefs.
5 and 5.
Against the Falcons at home.
5 and 6.
Could win it. At the Raiders.
6 and 6.
Against the Browns at home.
7 and 6.
Against the Colts at home.
8 and 6.
The Browns are winning.
At the Chargers.
8 and 7.
At the Bengals. Could win.
8 and 8.
And then against the Chiefs at home.
8 and 9. Okay,
But
cool.
the Chiefs could be playing
Yes, they
fucking
could.
Carson Wentz at that point.
They could be.
They can go above 500.
All I'm going to give the Broncos fans that have been saying shit to me is like, I was wrong. Objectively speaking, I was wrong. I had you guys winning 3 games. You've won 4. You look a lot better than I thought you would. Bo Nix looks a lot better than I thought he would. I was wrong in every aspect. That's all I got. I can't defend myself.
I still think they're frauds.
I think they're a little bit. They just don't.
You beat the shit out of the Saints. Everyone is going to victory lap the fact that you beat the Saints. The
Fucking
Saints
Bub
were
Means
starting
was their
Bub
wide
Means
receiver one, man.
and Spencer Rattler. Your defense looks great. Actually, I'm going to take it all back. You're not a fraud because you have Nick Benito.
Good point. 5 straight games with the sack.
That's my boy.
Fraud or not, Bronny James.
Not a fraud. He was the 55th pick. How many times are we talking about a 55th pick overall and what their stats
17
were?
points.
I'm going to go fraud if he makes the NBA roster.
If he
If
doesn't
he is
start in
on,
the G League.
if he is on
He's
the
gonna be on
Lakers,
the roster.
if he is on the Lakers, then he's a fraud
He's going to be on the
because
roster.
that is
I
nepotism.
love he's like, oh, I need more confidence. You know, blah, blah. It's like, that might be for what college is for, buddy.
or the G League.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a fraud if you said like, because everyone uses he was the 55th overall pick. We don't talk about 55th overall picks. They don't play well. Look at the 54th and 56th pick stats.
your dad-
Then you shouldn't be in the NBA.
Yeah.
If people are going to use that argument, then he should be in the G League. If he makes the NBA, he's a fraud.
Yep, agreed. Fraud or not, Jaden Daniels, because Marcus Mariota stepped in and played pretty good.
I think I said it first. I was like, is Jaden Daniels a
You
system
did,
QB?
you did, and you loved
Because
Jaden
Mariota
Daniels.
was balling out.
Nah, they're playing the Panthers.
No, he's not. He's
yeah,
not.
they
a
were
fraud.
playing the-
He's
they
not
were
a
just
fraud.
playing the Panthers.
I know. I just
Yeah.
thought that was funny.
Not a fraud,
I,
though.
I just thought that was funny. You're just like, holy shit, is Jaden Daniels not that good? Marcus Mariota looks awesome. Fraud or not, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tough call.
If
honestly.
Justin Fields was the quarterback,
so fraudulent.
I think not. Russell
I don't
Wilson's
think they're
a
frauds.
good,
It's the way at which they won. Like,
and the
They're-
touch he
put
had
up-
on his balls. Like,
put up 37
pause. Holy
points.
fuck.
Touch on his
putting
ball.
up 30, is it 30, 37?
37 to 15
Putting up
final score.
37 points against a Jets defense, which is arguably the best, is however you spin it.
Jets defense. That's arguably the best.
Are you dead ass? No, I mean like
The
that was.
Jets are not the best defense.
We're not even a top. We're not
arguably.
even a top 10 defense anymore. I don't know what happened. We have all the same fucking guys. We're just
okay,
bad
true
now.
or false? For a majority, you guys should be one of the best defenses in the NFL. You're not playing like it.
Yeah, so we're not
Okay,
top 10.
you guys are still one of the best defenses.
I know, but you
just are
said
not
the
playing
best.
with it. Okay.
That's why I
was just
laughed out
funny.
loud.
I don't think the Steelers.
I don't
are
think
frauds.
the Steelers are frauds. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't think they're
think
frauds
Method
either.
of victory is important. I don't.
This
think
was
they're
one of the.
Russ looks great, dude.
I've never respected a coach more than I respect Mike Tomlin.
Stand
for
on
making this
business.
move.
I hope he stood on business in the postgame press.
I hope
haven't
so
watched
too.
it, but-
I hope so too.
All right, fraud or not, the Texas Longhorns football team.
Fraud. I think they got.
First real test.
Yeah, that was a welcome to the SEC moment.
They fucking benched Quinn Ewers mid-game, and then
That
let him
was
go
so
back.
bad to me.
That was Steve Sarkisian's a fraud for that.
When I saw that, I was like, that is not a championship winning move going to your backup QB down 15
Even just for
to
the rest of
Georgia.
the year, Quinn Ewers is gonna have pressure in the back of his mind. He's gonna be like,
I've got a short
if I
leash.
play bad, I'm gonna get pulled.
Yeah.
Like
So is
You don't know college ball, do you? You're
no,
not a college ball guy.
I do know college ball.
he gets very angry when I say
I
that.
do get very angry.
Oh, that's just a bet you guys do? Okay.
It's like very stupid.
No,
Yeah,
but he
you don't
doesn't
know
watch
shit,
college
man.
ball.
Yeah, you don't know shit. You know nothing.
I don't think they're frauds.
I mean,
Yeah,
what
who cares
did
about
you
your-
do instead of
Who cares
watching
about your
Texas, Georgia?
opinion?
I watched Texas Georgia.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't.
No, I was waiting for the fucking game to end. Then I watched Penguin.
Okay, sorry. Well, you weren't watching Utah TCU.
No,
non-ball
when you
nowhere.
texted me, you're gonna have to post it tomorrow morning because I just live line fucking Utah. I was like, I
Yeah,
ain't
terrible
watching that
bet.
shit.
Terrible bet. Anyway, I think Texas are
I don't
a
think
bit
they're
frauds.
frauds.
I don't think they're
they
going
just
to
went
win
up
at all.
against Georgia.
Fair enough. And the last fraud or not, I think this is fraud or not, being a diehard sports fan.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's the biggest fraudulent move of all time.
It's a waste of time, guys. I've done it now for 25 years, day in, day out, Mets, Jets, Islanders, Knicks, and I have nothing to show for it except sadness, misery, and depression.
I'm even saying and this is gonna sound like, oh, what was me? I've had 7 championships in my lifetime with the Warriors and Giants, and it's fucking awesome. And I think being no. Can you hear me up?
I mean, like, I'm trying to hear you out, but it's going to be tough. Go ahead.
So those seasons were great. It was awesome. Being a diehard sports fan is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever done in my life, because it's just like, when you've been there, it's just like, if you don't get there every fucking year, you know what it's like, and you can't fucking get there. It is annoying. It pisses me off. I don't know what it is. I hate being a diehard sports fan.
No, you've gotten what it's worth. The reason you keep coming.
I'm telling you, it's not worth it as much as you think.
Well, the reason you keep coming back is because you're chasing the high that you felt when you had all those championships.
You're an addict.
You're chasing that high.
You're an addict.
I'm chasing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I don't even have a shot of heroin that I took to go back to at some point. It's just I'm dying to try heroin for the first time. Is basically what I'm doing, and it might kill me. I might die in the process, but god damn it, I'm gonna keep on fucking trying to find some all to put in my ass.
Have fun with OJ Simpson, buddy.
Holy shit, Pat! Oh, god damn it. I want to find some and all that I can put in my ass.
Do you know how much shit we have to bleep on this episode?
I don't know how you're going to manage to put that in a clip out. That's my bad.
That was awesome. No, we have to keep it in.
I just have to bleep it all.
Yeah.
Because TikTok is just going to censor it.
No, you have to. I'm talking about shoving all up my ass. I don't think we can leave that in a clip.
If I told you you'd guarantee one championship in your lifetime.
No, I'm not shoving all up my ass for that. No, I'm not. I'm really not.
Anyway, do you think it's fraudulent or not to be a dire sports fan?
I do think it's fraudulent.
Yeah, I think it's
fraudulent because
I don't think it's fraudulent.
What?
You just said it was.
I know, but I don't, because if I ever the day that I do get mine.
No, I do think it is, and I'll tell you why.
Worth
I
it.
think being a diehard sports fan is fraudulent because there's way too much attachment to a team, to a player that doesn't even know you exist. And when one moment happens, there is absolutely no reason where it should completely negatively impact your day, your week, your month, and those around you. And that's why.
I'm spinning right back to the other side again. It's not fraudulent, because the day that I'm going to have when I get to share that with the people I love most and the ones that I've gotten through everything.
But you're implying that is going to happen.
It will happen. I root for 4 teams.
It might.
There's
not.
No fucking way I'm going to be alive for 100 years.
I'm going to tell you right now,
none of my teams win a championship.
I only have Heat championships. They feel fucking great.
You have 3 of them.
I know. I'm saying they feel great, but 2 weeks later, life goes on.
It doesn't matter.
When Tua went down with the fucking injury, I was depressed. And this is a guy who is fucking just concussed.
The memories the Mets gave me over the last 3 weeks are priceless.
That the question is not about it being priceless or not. It's like how much of your mental energy should be expended upon watching a sports team.
I've had all these negative feelings tonight, but think of all the really, really amazing feelings I had in the 3 weeks prior.
Maybe I could take up useful hobbies. Like I don't know.
No, who gives a shit?
I would never want to know my life without sports,
people.
but I do appreciate the people that have no idea what's going on in sports.
I'm sure they're at peace.
It's the only language I speak, and frankly, I don't speak many languages outside of that. So when I go to a dinner table or I'm on a double date or something, and you try talking sports, you don't talk sports.
Bro,
I'm like, I want to be you.
If someone brings up politics, I go mute. I don't know anything.
We should wrap too much time on politics.
Anyway, that's fraud or not.
I'm spiraling.
So moral of the story: it's
1 o'clock.
Don't say
you know what in your new you know what,
or else you won't have a good clean poop like Pat.
Let's wrap the fuck up.
All right, this was an absurd
I said some wild
episode.
shit. I apologize.
If you
people.
are still
I'm
listening,
an emotional wreck right now.
I
so
love
I apologize for anything.
Please make sure to share this episode and our podcast to your friends. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously.
Man.
Comment.
Why do you guys listen to us?
We got to get to 25,000 subs, and when we do, Pat's
right in the keister.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Anywho, we will see you on Wednesday for our Cafeteria episode. That's all we got for Week 7 recaps. We didn't even talk about the Bills because fuck the Bills. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Bills.
Mark Cooper looked good.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Love you. Bye. Caps Off is brought to you by Better, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Perotti, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Better and play Better Picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.